The European Union did grant an extension for Brexit until the end of January. We have very good headlines around the US and China trade war, with Mr. Trump saying that Washington was ahead of schedule to sign a very big portion of the US-China deal. They are going to meet next month. And at the same time, we have the Fed's decision this week, and sentiment seems to be suggesting that the Fed is going to cut rates again. So there is three components now weighing on the market's prices. Euro USD is very interesting to watch. All the pairs are very interesting to watch. It's going to be a highly volatile week, not just because of these geopolitical developments, but also because we are expecting the Bank of Canada, the Bank of Japan, we're expecting European GDP, Canadian GDP, the NFP on Friday. So it's going to be a very busy week indeed. Now, starting with euro dollar, we are moving actually exactly as expected. There is no invalidation signals coming against our previous view, previous outlook. We finished down here, and then we've had a five-way up for impulsive A. We are looking at a B correction, which is just a zigzag 3. And now, with this latest retest down around the 161 extension, we could be heading up to complete wave 4, and then all the way down to complete this bearish intermediate move to the downside. And obviously the downside level is going to be around 108, even lower. Now, of course, that might not be the case. The truth is that we are receiving some good signals here. I mean, there is some sort of bullish bias over the RSI and the MACD. If you notice, there is some divergence, minimum. But what we really need to see is we want to see this sort of trend line holding prices. Okay, if this outlook doesn't turn out our way. Now, if it does, it means that we're going to see prices really correcting up to around these descending trend line, okay, that around top, around 112.50 or so, and then start moving lower. Now, of course, the case could be that we've got wave 1, we've got a new one wave here, wave 2, then 3, 4, and 5, okay, which that scenario should be looking at prices to actually go even lower than 0.8. We're looking probably at 0.06 or so. And now on the other pair I wanted to look for the day, that is the dollar yen. I think on the pound, the situation is a little bit, I mean, the news didn't actually do anything yesterday, so I'm not going to touch the pound for today at least. On the dollar yen, we are moving exactly as planned as well. So after completing intermediate wave 2 here, it looks like we're going for a fresh minute move, okay. It seems like to me, minor, excuse me. It seems like to me that we have completed wave 1, okay, by simply breaking above the previous high. And what we want to see now, we want to see prices actually going for wave 3, then 4 and 5, okay. We want to see the 109.32 or so giving in to bullish pressures. Now, of course, that might not be the case. We're expecting indeed a lot of economic data coming out this week, as well as, of course, the Fed's meeting, which is the most critical, I guess, and the Bank of Japan. So what's going to happen with the safe havens? Are we going to have US-China trade war sort of optimism, weighing on the prices of the yen, which means that, the USDJPY will go higher or not? Whatever the case, I would pay attention to this short-term, let's say, level at 109.3. Of course, before that, we're looking at 0.9 anyway, because it's around a strong psychological level. Now, if we get a successful break above that level, it means that we're heading for intermediate wave 3, which is around 11300s. Then we should have the 4 and then wave 5 that is going to go around 114.60. Okay, thank you for watching, and don't forget to always visit our blog. It's where we cover the latest news, latest headlines, and also, of course, technical analysis, including Elliott waves and also other methodologies.